Did you know many Christians have never heard the full story of Nehemiah, the man who rebuilt the walls of Jerusalem? For nearly 150 years, the city stayed broken. Its walls collapsed, its gates burned, its people exposed every night. Anyone who tried to rebuild was stopped, threatened, and silenced. Then suddenly God chose a man no one was watching. Not a prophet, not a general, not a king, a cupbearer. A man whose job was to taste poison before the king drank. His name was Nehemiah. One day news reached him. The walls were still down, the city still bleeding, the shame still growing, and something happened that terrified heaven and earth. Nehemiah didn't react. He shut down. Days passed, then weeks, then months. Until one morning the king noticed his face. Sadness before a Persian king meant death, and Nehemiah knew that. So before he spoke, he whispered a prayer. One breath between fear and execution. The king didn't kill him. He funded him. Letters were written. Armies were assigned. Authority was released. But when Nehemiah arrived in Jerusalem, he said nothing. For 3 nights he walked the city in secret. No torches, no witnesses. Just ash beneath his feet and broken stones in the dark. Then he gathered the people and said only this, "You see the trouble we are in." That was enough. The rebuilding began. And the moment the first stone was lifted, the threats started. Mockery turned into rage. Rage into plots. Plots into assassination plans. Enemies waited outside the walls. So Nehemiah armed the builders, tools in one hand, swords in the other. Families slept in their clothes. No one knew if morning would come. Still, the wall kept rising. Day 10, day 20, day 40. Pressure increased. Fear spread. Then suddenly, on day 52, the wall stood finished. And when the enemies saw it, they didn't fight. They didn't shout. They froze, because they understood something terrifying. God had stepped back into the city. This was never about stones. It was about restoration. Because when God decides to rebuild, opposition becomes fuel and ruins become testimony. And maybe the wall in your life feels the same. Too broken, too delayed, too impossible. But Jerusalem was worse, and God still rebuilt it. The moral lesson is this: God does not choose people based on position, power, or title. He chooses those willing to pray, obey, and stand when others give up. What looks impossible to man is never impossible to God. When God gives the vision, opposition will come, but no resistance can stop what He has ordained. If God rebuilt Jerusalem from ashes, He can rebuild every broken wall in your life. If you love God, comment. Thank you, Lord. Please like, share, and follow for more Bible stories that will strengthen your faith.